to San Antonio Living. Summertime is here, and if you are feeling self-conscious about showing off your legs because of spider veins or varicose veins, there's a place here in San Antonio that can fix that for you. Dr. Robert Thompson is joining us. He's a board-certified vascular surgeon with Veintec. It's very good to see you. Thanks for coming this morning.
It's nice to be here.
So I know you guys deal with two different types of problems. There's spider veins and varicose veins, and you can fix both of those, right?
Correct.
And you see patients up to 90 years old. That's amazing.
And as young as 15.
And as young as 15. Very good. All right, let's start with the spider veins. I deal with those. I think most people deal with spider veins. What are they? How do you get them?
Spider veins are those small thread-like veins all over the skin that's usually in the lateral thighs or the ankles or sometimes behind the knee.
Okay.
They tend to be hereditary and probably more responsive to the female hormones, mainly estrogens.
Okay, we've got some before and after pictures to show you of spider veins. Now we know what they are. How do you get rid of them? How do you make my legs look like the after picture there?
These are treated by a series of injections of different types of chemical depending on how large the vein is. The chemical is injected into the vein and it actually damages the wall of the vein and makes it swell and then scar itself away.
How long does it take for them to go away?
You're probably, an average treatment will take about a month, maybe 2 months to see all the veins go away.
So plan ahead. If you've got a vacation and you're ready to wear shorts, you need at least a month to take care of those fabulous legs, and then they will be looking beautiful. It's a huge difference that you see there on the right-hand side. I mean, very quickly you can take care of these spider veins and you are looking good. Spider veins, they're not bad for you, right? You don't have to take care of them. Is there any medical problem if you have it, or is it just more of a beauty thing?
Well, occasionally one can bleed if you shave it, but most of the time it's just a cosmetic.
Okay. On the other hand, varicose veins can actually be a health problem for folks. So let's talk about varicose veins. What are those? How do you get those?
Those are the large bulging veins that you see coming through the skin.
Okay.
They're much more of a medical issue because they can have blood clots, they can bleed, they can cause ulcers in the skin and cause a lot of pain just from the stretching of the veins.
Okay, so a lot of people, those can start out small and they can change over time, right?
They only get bigger.
Okay, so if you don't take care of it right away, what are some problems that you can have down the line?
Well, down the line, the more they stretch, the more you're on your feet, the more they enlarge, the more damage to the skin. You can get that kind of brownish discoloration you see around people's ankles sometimes. You can actually get a sore in the skin that is very difficult to heal.
Okay.
And on top of that, the bleeding and the pain from the stretch of the veins.
Okay, I want to show some of the pictures because a lot of people can relate to this. These are varicose veins. Not only are they unsightly, but they're also a health risk. How do you treat those?
These are treated with a series of treatments. One is the laser ablation. If the vein is long and straight, we can actually laser the vein shut like a welding procedure, and then the smaller veins, the branches down below, are removed, what's called a phlebectomy, where we actually make little tiny needle sticks and remove the residual veins.
Is it painful? Are you out for a long time?
These are all done under local anesthetic, no sedation in the office. It takes about an hour per procedure.
Okay.
We usually put a compressive wrap around the area that we operated on, going back to work the same day or the next day.
Okay, and you do the procedures at the Veintec clinics?
They're all procedures done in our clinic, no sedation. You can drive yourself there and back.
You're kidding.
Most people get by with just some anti-inflammatory medication afterwards, and I've had school teachers, horseback riders, everybody go back the next day.
Those are some very big differences that I saw in the before and the after pictures. Not only is it going to look better, but you're not going to feel that pain that you had before.
Right. That's the biggest response we get is the people, they stand on their feet all day long, they feel much better, they're more energetic, and mentally they got rid of the health risk. Okay,
so if someone's watching this morning and they want to come in to have their spider veins taken care of, their varicose veins taken care of, how many procedures will they need? And again, the recovery time is very quickly.
All right, it depends on the spread of the veins, whether it's an entire leg or whether it's certain areas, and we can give them a pretty good idea of the first visit of how many procedures and how long a time frame is going to take and what types they need.
And I know you've had great success. I've spoken with some of your patients here on San Antonio Living, and they all talk about how quick it was, how painless it was, and they were up on their feet and good to go in really a matter of hours.
It's remarkable compared to the vein stripping days where everybody remembers their grandparents had that 5 days in the hospital and a lot of the pain.
All right, well, thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks.
I want to give you some details about Veintec. We do have a special offer for the first 10 callers. You can take $50 off any cosmetic treatment, and that is with Veintec Varicose Vein Clinics. There are 2 locations here in San Antonio. One is at the Medical Center. The other is on Stone Oak on Stone Oak Parkway. And there's the phone phone number if you've got questions for both clinics. You can find out more information at veintec.com.